Hey there, fellow adult collectors. Welcome back. David Eon here with another virtual video showcase, this time taking a look at a rare oddity from the 1970s, and that is the Sears Construction Crew. Package of 3 action figures, 5 inches tall to be exact, and just for the point of reference, I will show you they are 5 inches tall. So 3 construction workers, 3 men, in a package, manufactured by Sears in about the early to mid 1970s. There is not actually a date on the package, but a big clue to this, and I'll pick this up and show you on the bottom here, you can read where it says, I think you can read it, sold by Sears Roebuck and Company, Chicago, Illinois, and then it says made in Hong Kong. And if it was made in Hong Kong, you can almost guarantee it was done in the 1970s. So you have these 3 very rudimentary action figures, and this is something that if you're into bootlegs and knockoffs and cheesy action figures, probably looks pretty cool, because I do have some stuff like that, and I get a kick out of these kind of action figures and these kind of toys that were manufactured by these companies to, you know, make a few extra bucks off of something that they already had, because indeed they did already have this. You have 3 rudimentary body molds. They are bendy action figures. That is, they are vinyl over wires, and that's how they're articulated. Basically Gumbies, with clothing that is essentially sewn on. And if you close up and take a look here, the details are actually painted onto their clothes. There's no buttons, there's no stitching. It's painted on. I do not know if that pocket is a functional pocket. Very likely it is not. Also, you notice that they all have the same head mold. The head and body molds of all 3 of these is identical. They just used a different color plastic for all 3 and different paint applications, so that you get essentially 3 different nationalities of worker. The man on the left looks Hispanic, the man in the middle looks white, the man on the right looks black. And what I find particularly interesting about these, a couple of things to point out. You notice that they all have an American flag on their helmet, and I'll try to get as close as I can here so that you understand what I'm talking about when I show this. There is an incredible amount of detail to that sticker. I don't think there's 13 stripes. I think it's only 11 off the top of my head, because I did try to count it. But the stars are accurate. You see all the little stars? I do believe there are 50 stars on that flag, which is incredible that they went through that much trouble for the detail on the stickers at a time where that would have been rather complicated to accomplish. With the technology that was available, the printing technology that was available in the 1970s would have made that very difficult. Another thing that's interesting is you see them here with a truck, but Sears did not manufacture any trucks, although Nylint did. These were made to be compatible with Nylint tilt cab vehicles. That is something that you could open up to fit the figure inside. So their size comparable to Nylint die-cast vehicles that were being produced at the time. And it says it right there, as a matter of fact. It says designed for use with Nylint tilt cab vehicles. It's behind their helmets. It's kind of hard to read. These particular figures also, a negative aspect is, before I move on here, something else I wanted to point out, but you notice the tools. They have a shovel, a pickaxe, and a jackhammer. However, the way their hands are designed, they really could not possibly hold any of these tools. They just have like an opened, almost like karate chop looking hand that is a soft sort of vinyl. It wouldn't hold those tools. Those tools would just fall right out of their hands. Now, if these look familiar at all, they should, because they are completely repurposed figures, and they come from the Sears Dollhouse set. And I happen to have a vintage Sears catalog, and I opened it up to show you the page. Here is the Colonial dollhouse, which is basically a wooden prefab dollhouse that you assemble yourself. There's all the furnishings, and right here you see the dad from the Brown family is the body mold for your construction figures. So they took the dad from the Brown family, shoes and all, because the shoes are his. They're still wearing those little silly blue shoes there, or sorry, brown shoes. And they do have socks on, by the way. I don't know if you can see that underneath there, but they are wearing socks of a sort. I don't think the shoes come off, though. I doubt that. But they just took that body and the shoes, which are, I believe, are plugs, and stitched on a different outfit, put a construction helmet on them, redid a couple of, they might not have even had to, because I do know that they made family units in different colors. So they just took one of each of the 3 color units that they had made dad for and gave him a new outfit and stuck him on this card. Now, there's nothing on the back of the card. The back of the card's completely blank, because why waste money on ink? The drawback, I really wish someone had not removed that price tag. I would love to know what the retail on that was. I don't have a catalog. You know, I do, and I've done several catalog tours. I've toured this catalog in the past. On this channel, I do catalog walkthroughs for vintage toy catalog, mostly toy fair catalogs and things like that. But I don't have one selling this, so I can't tell you the original retail price, and that's also why I can't tell you a specific date or dates of when this was manufactured. But I love showing this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool, and it is extremely rare. You could search eBay for a couple of years every day and not find these on the card. It is extremely rare. But as I've pointed out in the past, rare does not necessarily mean valuable by any means. Not hardly. Let me tilt that back to get some of that glare off. It's picking up a reflection from the table. Rare doesn't mean valuable. This is probably worth at the most maybe $75 in this condition. If anyone even recognized it, I could take this to a convention and put it on a table for 5 years and probably no one would recognize it or know what it was. But that happens sometimes. You have the sexy stuff, as they say, and the stuff that's not so sexy. This is the not so sexy category here. But I love it, and I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would get a kick out of this as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe you had these when you were a kid, or you remember them. Or maybe you've never seen it before, and this is your first time coming in contact with this kind of a toy, knowing anything about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Would you want something like this in your collection? If you came across this at a flea market and it was a good price, would you be like, yeah, you know what, I'd love to have that? Did you have this once upon a time? Did you have Nylint trucks? Who remembers Nylint? It's kind of like Tonka. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. I hope that you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Check out some of our other videos. We do a lot in the Open by Chance Museum. Open by Chance Museum here. We got a lot going on. It goes on and on and on. But a lot of you who have been watching for a long time already know that. But if you're new, please do join us. We're all about the nostalgia here, folks. So if that's it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.